Something is off here. I just can't quite figure out what it is. Bro, how did you get in here? I tamed this guy forever ago. He's been wandering around this village for so long. And now he's just in my cow pen. I'm never gonna get this guy out of here. I guess, do I even have a saddle? I don't even think I have a saddle. Whatever, you know what? You are cow. Yep, he's gone. He's a cow now, whatever. What's up, guys? We're back with another episode of BPM, and in between the episodes, I have been doing quite a bit of villager trading. As you can see, I have converted to golden carrots as food, because as most Minecrafters know, they are pretty much the best food you can get. I mean, they don't give the most nugget chicken leg things down here, but they do give the most saturation, so they're best for healing and stuff. And most importantly, they're super easy to get once you have a villager trading hall, because it's 1 emerald for 3, and you basically just have infinite food. And as you can see, I have quite a stockpile of emeralds at this point. I've been trading up some other stuff, you know, apples, so that I could get these guys to max. I've also got these two guys here so that I can buy glowstone, ender pearls, bottles of enchanting. You know, these guys are really useful. If I ever make a gold or a zombie farm, I don't know why you'd make a zombie farm, but if I make a gold farm, then I can trade the excess rotten flesh that I get for emeralds with these guys as well. But since I've been spending so much time in here, I'm kind of getting tired of looking at all these stone walls. So I decided, you know, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of building today. That is kind of my plan. And so let's get rid of these stone walls. Let's start off the episode with a bit of a time lapse as I make this hall look more like a habitable building and not just the side of a mountain or something. And just like that, we have a less ugly villager hall. No, I'm noticing that I'm kind of going with a very dark theme, but I already kind of started it in here, so I kind of had to keep going with it. But honestly, I mean, it's an underground villager trading facility. It's not like the most chipper place in the world, so I kind of like the little darker theme. And plus, if I'm being honest with you guys, these resources are really easy to get, so expect me to be building with a lot of spruce and blackstone. This isn't blackstone, this is deep slate, that's the word. And regular stone brick and dark oak, you know, all this stuff. Super easy to get, big tall trees, easy to cut down, and literally stone, it's everywhere, so yeah, but I think this is a good color palette, and I'll probably be using it quite a bit in this town. I think this will kind of be the main colors of this town. I know it's a bit dark, especially on video, but I think it looks nice. And, you know, it could be worse. I could be using black concrete or something. I do need to get these chests out of here because they're kind of ugly. And I also need to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with these, because right now these kind of just go into, like, back stone areas that doesn't look very good. But, especially for this one, I mean, I need to have this rail coming out, so I can't just close it off. So, I'll have to figure something out with that. But, this is the hall, and you know, I have room to expand this way. I kind of have room to expand this way, if you guys are curious. This actually busts right out here. Because of these massive elevation change. But, I kind of have an idea for this. I'm not going to get into it right now. But the reason why I have this coming right up to here, and I kind of blocked it off so the villagers wouldn't die, but the reason why I have this coming all the way out to the edge of the mountain is I've got some terraforming plans for right here. So, we'll probably start getting into that next episode, because today I have quite a bit that I want to get done. Mainly, up there. So as you guys know, I have this really ugly box here. Now, I ideally would not want this to be here at all, but it kind of needs to be with how I set this system up, and I don't really feel like moving it, and yeah, it's here for good. So, what I want to do today is build a big building over the top of it, so that we don't have an ugly box, but we have a nice, pretty building that fits with the town and expands on our first build way over there. You can see a bit of it there. Way over there. And we'll have a build on that side of town, build on this side of town, and then I kind of just fill in the middle. That's the idea. But I am doing something I've never done before with this build. I've designed it in creative, and what I have gone for is not a dark oak roof, but a copper roof. You're gonna have to imagine copper right here. So I want a nice copper roof, and if we take a look at this chest, ta-da! I did a bit of off-camera mining, you know, classic meme, whatever. Lots of copper. In fact, guys, check this out. The reason why I have so much copper is because I didn't realize when you turn it into the cut variety, it's 1:4. I thought it was 1:1. I've never built with copper before. So I was like, oh man, I need so much copper. It turns out I have like 4 times the amount of copper I need, but you know what? That's not a bad thing. I'll use copper in the future. Either way, though, I don't want to use this color of copper, but I also don't want to use the fully oxidized color of copper. In case you guys don't know, copper blocks in this game, they were relatively recently added. If you leave them out in the open, they will slowly go from that nice bright coppery color to a green. I believe it's called oxidization, right? I think that's what it's called for copper. It's not rusting. Rusting is iron, right? So anyways, it oxidizes and it turns green. Now, I don't want the full green and I don't want the full copper. I want a little bit of a transition, so it gives a bit of extra texture to the roof. It still looks kind of coppery, but it's not that super shiny, bright copper color either. And you can, in fact, freeze copper to a specific stage. But in order to do so, you need wax, and you get wax from bees. I think I've got some bees somewhere over there. They've been flying around as I've been in this town. I see them every once in a while. But I'm going to need more than one hive. I'm going to need quite a bit of hives. And I'm going to need to automate it. Now, I've never built an automatic bee farm, but I hear they're pretty easy to make. So, my next task, now that we have that villager hall looking a bit nicer, in preparation to build this thing, is I need to go out and find a bunch of beehives, ideally like 5 or 6 or something, silk touch them up with my axe here, and bring them back, and then we'll try and figure out how to build a bee farm together. You know, I'm just now realizing I kind of need it to be nighttime, because I don't just want the hive, I want the actual bees, and they're not in the hive, so I guess I'm gonna wait for a minute, and it's not even noon. Bruh. It's like a very slow, uncomfortable shower. Okay, guys, I got away with that one. All 3 bees went in. I stopped recording because I thought I was gonna have to wait for a while, but yeah, I yoinked it. All 3 of them just went in at the same time. So I guess I'll go look for another hive, and hopefully it's nighttime by the time I find one, but honestly, they're pretty common. Like, I always thought beehives were uncommon, but earlier, like, look, there's another bee over there. I feel like as long as you're just in a forest or checking trees in plains, you're gonna find a lot of beehives. Hey, bud, you wanna lead me back to your home? It's got I found it. The question is he a loner? Or does he have roommates? We can do some scouting while we're here. Check it out, my scouting is paid off. There's another hive right there. I told you guys, these really are not that hard to find. Das lava. That's a bee. Why are you there? I thought bees hated water. What are you doing? I don't see any other hives. I think this guy might be stranded out here, potentially. Yo, careful, my guy, careful. I don't think you can fly underwater, bro. I don't think that's how that works. Bro. What did I say? Careful, bro. Don't hurt yourself again. Yo, what are you doing? You're my friend now. Come with me, sir. This could be a problem, Mr. B. There seems to be a creeper on our landing spot. I need to bring you up and over this hill without dying or letting go of the flower. Oh my gosh, that's a baby zombie. Okay, well, give me a second, Mr. B. Don't go back to the water, please. Oh my gosh, baby zombies are the worst. There's another. I'm just trying to get bees, man. Dude. Are you kidding me? Are baby zombies on chickens actually just nerfed? This guy's just straight up slower than a normal baby zombie. How does a chicken drop 2 chicken breasts? Can we talk about this? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyways. B! The hive's over there. There's the hive. I see the hive. Your home is this way, my friend. Don't shoot my bee! Get out of here. Bee, you're going the wrong way. I feel like this is a lot of effort for one bee. I've dedicated my life's work to rescuing this one bee. Was it worth? Oh my gosh. There's more freaking skeletons. Come here, bee. Bee, look at this hive, bee. Bee, do you see this hive? Yes! Safe. Okay. We've done it, guys. We have 2 beehives with bees. But wait, there's more. Wasn't there another beehive that I saw somewhere? And I actually already have another beehive back at base that I snagged a couple days ago when I was mining copper. Or when I was going to find a cave to mine copper, I should say. You don't really find beehives underground, typically. Unless you're playing modded Minecraft, then for some reason that does sometimes happen. Yo, wait, can we get an advancement right now? Hold up. You guys know the advancement Sniper Duel? Do you guys think we can pull it off right now? Hey, what's up, idiots? Problem is, this is a power 4 bow, so there's a chance they die to fire. Okay, that wasn't 50 blocks. How about that guy? Bruh! Okay, I'm an MLG pro gamer. I'm lucky that did one-shot kill. Sometimes this bow just doesn't one-shot kill. It's really weird. It's like I do the same thing and it does less damage. I don't know, man. Is that even a skeleton? It is. They're in the water now. That's actually good because they won't burn to death. I got it! Nice! Easy clap. Easy video gaming. You guys see that, bro? That was the first try. I'm so good. Literally the first arrow I fired at that guy just instantly got sniper dueled, bro. Now I just edit out all of the previous shots and they'll never know. Yoink! I feel like I want one more hive. I feel like 5 beehives is a good number. Unfortunately, I'm running out of moonlight, which means all of the bees are going to come out of their homes soon. So if I don't find a 5th one soon, we might have a problem. Ooh, iron ingot. Yum, yum. So let's very quickly craft a boat. I'm getting rid of that wood because I cannot have odd numbers. That's illegal. And we're gonna hopefully find a beehive instantly. If we don't find a beehive instantly, we're gonna have a problem. Well, maybe I'll just have to find one during the day. There's a dog. There's a papa. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, did you guys know I have a dog? I don't think I ever put that in a video. I have a dog, and I keep forgetting that I have it because it's in a boat. And I haven't gotten it out of the boat. But every once in a while, I'll walk by the boat and go, oh yeah, I tamed a dog. Hello there. Aha! I believe I have found Mr. Flying Man's home. So, was that another bee right there? Aha! Is that the same bee? It might be the same bee. I'm not the best at counting sometimes, but I believe there are more than 1 bees on my screen. Okay, we got max bees in this hive. I believe 3 bees. Oh, okay, I keep saying it. 4? Maybe I'm wrong. Hello? Maybe I'm wrong. There's 4 bees. Wait, guys, I thought 3 bees was max for a hive. Are there 2 hives in this forest? That is... I'm 99.99% sure that is 4 bees in this forest that I have seen. Is that 5? What's happening? There's bees everywhere! What is going on? There's so many bees! There's gotta be more hives, right? Oh my gosh. There's more hives. I love that they've been adding new, like, passive mobs, like animals to the game. You know, like dolphins for the oceans, bees for the surface, and then the upcoming frogs for, like, swamps and stuff. It just adds a lot of life. Like, before I'd be walking through this forest, I'd be like, do-do-do, you know, there's trees, the occasional sheep. But having the bees just adds another level of, like, I don't know, movement and fluidity into the forest. I like it. Look at my guy. He's all dressed up. He's going out. He's going out to a ball game or something, bro. I don't know why I think that's so funny, bro. Why does that look so funny, man? Okay, I'm not even gonna kill this guy, bro. Whoa, 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 whoa! Guys. Wait, guys. I might lose 49 levels, but we could get like a creeper head or something here. It's not very often that a charged creeper just appears in front of you, man. Oh god. No! Did the regular oh my gosh. The skeleton shot me into the regular creeper that blew up the... Okay, bro. So, I have things. Now, like I said, I have never made a bee farm, and I did not look up a tutorial, and I have not checked this in survival, or I mean creative, but I do know that you can dispenserify beehives, and you can either get honeycombs with shears or honey bottles with bottles. And I also know that observers notice when beehives get honeyed. So I'm assuming that you observe the beehive, and then you dispenser the beehive, and then you use hopper minecarts below the beehive to get the things. And so that's what I'm gonna build right here. So I'm just now realizing if I place these, bees are gonna go everywhere. So how about we get a placeholder block? Good old-fashioned dirt. Okay, so I have 6 hives. Now, let's do something like, maybe a little bit farther back, I don't know. Put the hives like here. And then we have observers observing the hive. Like this? Okay guys, so I'm gonna be honest, I just looked it up because I was like, you know what, this is dumb to go in completely blind, and after a bit of reconnaissance in creative, turns out this is not gonna work at all. Observers just like don't observe beehives. they don't react at all. So what we need to use instead is comparators. So this entire system that I was building is not gonna work. So I'm glad I fixed it because, or I'm glad I checked, because if I hadn't, it would have been kind of annoying to fix later. Well guys, after a bit of construction, I believe we have our bee farm here. Now, you know, the aesthetics aren't the best looking ever. I don't think it looks terrible. But keep in mind, I am going to build a building around this, so it shouldn't be too bad. But on the other side, this is the part that's a bit more important. I am pretty sure this will work. So there are 5 levels of honey in these hives. And once it hits the 5th level, that's when it can be harvested. So we have a comparator, which gives 1 redstone strength every single level. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 redstone. So when it gets this 5th one, it powers this block, which will then in turn power the dispenser. In these 3 here, I have glass bottles. And in these 3 here, I have shears. So these will be able to get us honey blocks, or I guess honey bottles that you use to craft honey blocks. Those are useful in like redstone and stuff, so it'll be nice to have. But this is what I need right now. These shears will give us honeycomb, which is what you use to wax copper, which is the whole reason I'm building this. And then, so keep in mind, these dirt blocks are going to be the hives. So then below the hives, I think this will work. Honestly, I haven't tested it. I really hope it works, 'cause it's really convenient. I've got the minecart hoppers here, which can pull from the block above, so that's kind of why I wanted to do that. And they have a bit more of a radius, I think, than the hoppers. I'm not 100%. Either way, I put a minecart hoppers here. I think it should work. It should grab the things that come out down into the chest. And for the honeycombs, that's done and dusted. For the bottles, if this isn't full, I think it actually puts the bottles in the dispenser, but that's fine. I can just grab them out of here. I don't have a ton of glass right now. That's why I haven't completely filled these with glass bottles. But eventually, ideally, I would have all 9 stacks of bottles in here, and then the bottles would also go into the chest. But for now, I'll just grab the bottles out of here. Either way, though, I believe we're done. So that just leaves placing the hives. Now, I don't really want the bees to fly out and go all crazy, so I think if I wait until nighttime and then place the hives, they shouldn't leave the hives. I think that's how that works. I don't actually know when the bees consider it to be, you know, actually nighttime. I think I can sleep right now, so it's probably night, but I'm going to give it just a tiny bit longer here. Okay, it's definitely night, right? Okay, if I come in here and I break the dirt, it's gonna immediately be eaten, but that's okay. No bees? No bees, okay. I'm also pretty sure that the comparator stops bees from spawning, or from going out the back, because apparently bees can enter and... Oh, that had honey already. Apparently bees can enter and exit through any open face. Ooh, I wonder if the flowers actually stop the bees. Okay, this is kind of sketch. So, question mark number 1, do the flowers stop the bees? If they do, I just remove those flowers and we still have plenty of flowers in here. Question 2 is, do the comparators stop the bees? I would really, really hope so, because otherwise, how the heck would you do this? I don't know. Okay, as you guys can see, so this hive right here already has some honey in it. The comparator's active, and it's 1, 2, 3 levels of honey. So 2 more levels, and then it'll be ready to harvest. And then that other one that I placed was probably the one from the tree over there. It already activated, and there we go. We have a honey bottle in there. So it does look like that part is working. The harvest part is working. So now we just have to hope that the hopper part works for the honeycomb and the bees don't escape out the back. That would kind of suck. I see a lot of bees in there, and I see 0 bees in the back. Okay, that's a really good sign, I think. And it looks like we've got two comparators on already. And the bees are vibing? Are they grabbing pollen? Don't they normally spin? Oh, they're going back in. Okay, they are grabbing. They're totally grabbing pollen. Okay, and we should see every single bee go back into a hive. Yes. Yes, I think this is working, guys. This guy is a bit confused. The one loner bee that can't figure it out. Everybody else figured it out. You're that one guy, bro. You're that guy that can't figure... Okay, you know what? Bro, this has got to be water bee, right? There's no way. The only bee that can't figure out how to pollinate, it's got to be water bee. The only bee dumb enough to not be able to figure it out has to be water bee. Okay, anyways. I think my first ever bee farm is functioning. We've got 3 honeycombs. We've got a bottle of honey. This is very epic, guys. Okay, so now this will be working. So as I do stuff around the base, we should be slowly collecting up honeycomb. Let's quickly do this. This is light Matica, I believe. Yeah, light Matica right here. In case you guys are curious, I use this to very easily transfer my builds from creative to survival. It basically adds a blueprint that I can build. I used it for that one. You guys couldn't see it in the time-lapse, obviously, but I was seeing basically a blueprinted version of this, so that instead of having to check, what I used to do is I would take like 10 different pictures on my phone of a creative build, and then I'd be like, okay, so I think this goes here, and this goes here, and I'd be looking back and forth, and it'd be super annoying. So this allows me to very easily add a blueprint. I would show you, I actually have the blueprint here, but I have it hidden because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But what it's also good for is... Let me turn away so I don't spoil. If I turn the placement on and then I go in here, I can see all of the materials I need. So as you can see, there's a lot of copper. I need to wax 2.5-ish stacks of cut copper and 7.5-ish stacks of cut copper stairs. So if I do a bunch of very complicated math, 7 plus 2 is 9, and 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1. So I believe that adds, oh gosh, and there's another stack here. Okay, so we're at 11, and let's just round up to 12. Okay, I need 12 stacks of beeswax to wax all of that copper, and... okay. That's all you guys get. You're gonna have to wait until the time lapse in, like, you know, a couple minutes. And it's all gone again. Ooh, are you guys excited? Honestly, I think this build is one of the favorites that I've made. I'm really excited to see it in survival. You know, when you build something in creative, it's cool. But it just has that extra cool factor when you see it in survival. And you're like, yeah, I collected all those resources and I built it. Anyways, yeah, so I need, what did I just say? 12 stacks of honeycomb. We have 9. We have 9 honeycomb right now. Okay, so I need over 64 times the amount that I've currently harvested. I guess I better figure out something to do in the meantime. Guys, I have once again drastically overestimated how much I needed. First, I did it with the amount of copper blocks I needed, and now, take a look at this, guys. If I take some honeycombs out of this chest... I take one of these exposed coppers, which is what I want, and I wax it. Now, we come over here, and we get 4 waxed. I assumed that when you cut copper like this, it would remove the wax state. So I thought I needed to wax every single final piece, you know, every slab, every stair. But as it turns out, if I wax the initial copper block stage, I can then cut them into the stairs and the slabs and save like 4 times the honeycomb. I get to save literally like stacks, hundreds and hundreds of honeycomb, less than I need. So I already have enough. If we look in here, we have over a stack in every chest. So I actually have enough honeycomb. So now all I need to do is wait for all of this copper that I've placed. There's some around here. I'm pretty sure spacing it out ages it faster. I don't know. I see people do that, so I did it. I've also got a massive wall of copper here. Yeah, once all of this copper is aged and then been waxed and everything, we'll be ready to build. So the next clip's probably going to be me building. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I've made the decision now. Okay, the next clip is going to be me building. So, check out this epic time lapse. And just like that, guys, the tavern has been born. Or I guess technically this is the inn part, and then the tavern will be below. I'll explain that more later. But, as you guys can see, I did go with a very similar style to our previous build, and that was intentional. I do want to keep the city feeling pretty uniform. You know, I don't want every building to look the same, but I do want to keep relatively similar block palettes, relatively similar, like, roof shapes, chimney designs, you know, everything kind of, tying back together, you know, making the town feel as one cohesive unit, even if it is a little bit of a hodgepodge medieval theme. Now, I do know this video is running a bit long, so I'm going to kind of try and keep this brief, but if we look over here, I have a little sign in the front. I kind of like how it turned out, you know. I was kind of going for that hanging symbol indicating what the building does theme that you see in a lot of medieval, like, drawings and artwork and stuff. But on the one side, we have the inn here, which is what this area is supposed to be. However, as we know, the whole reason this was built was to house this ugly little box thing, as well as the redstone and the rails and stuff. So the inn portion is more of just a front. Now, what we can do, because there is this space, is I could have an entrance, maybe a stairway, maybe some doors, and I could actually use the whole top of this building as an actual inn, or, you know, something. I could put something in here. But at least the majority of this building is just to cover this up. However, that is not all. As I mentioned, we also have the tavern side, and that is because right here, I want to have a staircase going down, where I will then build an underground subterranean tavern area right around here, that will also double as the official entrance to the villager hall. As you know, it's built right up here, and so I'm gonna have to move these villagers. They're kind of in the way, but if I move these villagers, I'll be able to have the staircase come right down here and connect in to this villager hall. So it'll double as both an entrance and a little bit of, you know, a consolation for not having an interior to the main building. If there's no interior in here, at least we can have an actual interior built down here. And who knows, maybe I use that for something else besides an entrance as well. Maybe I'll use that as my brewing, my official brewing area, because right now everything I am doing crafting-wise, storage-wise, it's all in here. So that's kind of the plan. However, as you guys can tell on the timestamp of the video, this is getting very long, so we don't have time for anything else today. So I hope you guys enjoyed our epic bee endeavors, as well as our villager hall construction renovation and the tavern slash inn what, I don't know what the word is. I built a tavern slash inn. It's a big boy. It's our new biggest build. We only had one other build to go off of, but it is technically our new biggest build in the world, and it's definitely not done. As I said, we still need to do the tavern. I would like to do some landscaping around here to make it feel more part of the area and not just kind of slapped in here. But that's all we have time for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you to The Great Bendini, Inutile, Christopher Hovenstein, and all my other patrons for helping make this video possible.